Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Duncan Robinson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at small forward. And for Dallas, P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Christie. Then it's Flagg. And it's Nembhard in at the point. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means there's so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now here's Davis playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. 5 on the clock. Christie the best, and Nembhard. Over Cunningham. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Pass to Harris. Cunningham outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And that is why Cunningham is dangerous with the ball in his hands. He can beat you in a variety of ways.
And here is Davis. Now Flagg. Here's Christie. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Robinson. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of this game. And the first one at the line is good. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And what you respect about Cade Cunningham is that he puts his team on his back. He does everything he can to deliver whatever they need.
Now here is Davis. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Duran.
Yeah, the big man playing big. Davis forcing the issue in the paint.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits. Only about 70% on the season.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Well, AD is just so well-rounded. He plays both sides of the floor, and as a result, he is a leader for this team.
Now, here's Cunningham. He had 15 points last outing. Harris kicks to Robinson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Pass to Flagg. Christie with the bounce pass. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets for Davis. The defense can't let him get established positioning inside.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Yeah, they were almost too aggressive defensively. Intensity is one thing. It's a good thing, actually, but you must control it.
Now Davis, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here is Robinson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta. Duran finds Cunningham. Shot from 16. He gets that one. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
Over in the corner, Washington. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's Davis missing.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Outside, Robinson. Pass to Cunningham from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Cunningham against Nembhard. Here's Flag. "11 feet away." Rebounded by the Pistons. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
Well, that gave them a huge edge in the game because free throw shooting often determines the outcome.
Cunningham's shot is off. Mavericks trailed by 3. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We're a good ways into the season at this point, Tim, and most of the quality teams now have found their flow, don't you think?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, lineups for the most part are set. Rotations have found their way for coaching staffs. You know exactly how you're going to try to play every night. The teams that are struggling to this point probably have some bigger issues behind the scenes.
But you can have the same names on the jersey, but every season, am I right, is different.
Every locker room is different, every supporting cast, and even the vibe of every season has a different feel to it.
Pass to Washington. Now Nembhard. Still yet to score. No good that time. Here's Robinson. Thompson outside. Back to Robinson. That three off the mark. Mavericks trail by 3. Washington passes to Davis. Pass to Flag. Fires from the line. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean, right? Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good. Flag. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
Now, here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down. So it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Christie with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And we also need to mention his defense. He had a couple of big-time blocks.
Pass to Cunningham. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, Christie. Now, here is Davis. He's got 8. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 10. Detroit's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Duren with a screen on Nembhard. There's the lob to Duren. Here's Christie. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's the 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for Detroit. Here's Flagg. Over in the corner, Christie. Now Flagg. Washington sets the pick for Flagg. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson outside. To the middle. Stolen by Nembhard. Outside, Davis. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Cunningham outside. 3-pointer. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Nembhard. He has yet to score. It's up a 3. And it's Flagg missing. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Thompson, a screen on Nembhard. Cunningham against Nembhard. 5 to shoot. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. This game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Brooklyn Nets.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Flagg with it. He's covered by Thompson. That gives them the lead. Davis has got 12.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Outside, Robinson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Karis LeVert's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Duncan Robinson. Here's Thompson. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, he's an experienced player, so Klay Thompson is not going to flinch against contact. He stays completely composed.
Now here is Harris. Still without a basket. to Cunningham. Good. Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Washington with it. Guarded by Harris. Fires the 3. And it's Washington missing. The Pistons trailing. LeVert the pass to Cunningham. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Flag. Shoots the 3. Cans it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
Here's Flag. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's LeVert. He had 10 points in the win against Atlanta.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Russell with it. Covered by Cunningham. And here's Russell. Scoreless thus far. Here's Davis. Oh, that's blocked. Cunningham looking it over. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Here are the 5. Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Ivy. Holland is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard position. It's blocked. Pass to Holland. Rebound by Marshall. The Mavericks trailing. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you, Kevin.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Holland. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface. Boy,
you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And, Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team. And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Russell. Gafford sets the pick for Russell. Gallus again missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's LeVert, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Gafford. Hasn't made one yet. And Thompson kicks to Russell. Marshall sets a screen for Russell. No good again that time.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
LeVert against Thompson. LeVert up top. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Marshall. Williams with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Ivy.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Crosses over. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And clearly they have been using the three-point line to their advantage. Looking for that shot early and often.
A different look here for Detroit. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his 3rd season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Now here's Davis. 12 points for him. On the wing, Christie. They get it again, and Gafford throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Pistons.
Now, here's Ivy. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Pass to Thompson. Back to Ivy. Over Christie. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Mavericks trail by 7. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That is great concentration by Davis. He had a man all over him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Detroit making a switch. LeVert's checked in.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Anthony Davis.
One shot.
Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And good depth for this Mavs roster, Tim, at just about every position. It looks like they've got options.
Well, it's helping them weather the Kyrie injury. Anthony Davis, you know, will tend to miss some games, so it's always nice to have a reliable backup.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Now Cunningham. 20 points for him. Stewart with a screen on Nembhard. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Davis down low. Robinson on him. Davis doing his thing inside.
Yeah, he continues to break down that defense. Davis is in a great rhythm right now.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Robinson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Robinson on the wing. Back to Thompson. Now here is Robinson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Davis, the pass to Nembhard. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Christie. Outside, Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Here's Cunningham. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 22 points.
And with those points, he puts it into that 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Here's Christie. 5 points in the game. And again, Dallas with the 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Cunningham against Nembhard. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
Well, let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham has gone from a rising star in this league to a bona fide star and putting up big numbers tonight.
Nembhard with it, covered by Cunningham. And here's Davis for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Cunningham finishing through the whistle. Great body control with that contact.
For Detroit, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Flag is checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Detroit with a change here, too. Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Now here is Davis. 20 points for him. Nembhard for 3. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Duren down low. He's guarded by Davis. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Bounce pass Nembhard with the putback.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Cunningham. Shoots over Nembhard. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 29.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
There's a screen by Washington. Flag. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Robinson kicks to Harris. Pass to Duren. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Duren's got his first 2 points.
And this guy is a beast around the rim. That's just too much Jalen Duren right now.
Nembhard with it. No scoring in this one. On the wing, Christie. Davis with a screen on Cunningham. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Pistons have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Harris finds Robinson. And here's Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Flag with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's Davis on the wing. Defended by Duren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but that's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Stewart's checked in for Duren. And he's good on the second.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Cunningham outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Detroit shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Russell's checked in. And that one misses.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Pass to Stewart. Now here is Harris. He's guarded by Russell. Robinson for 3. Thompson outside. From beyond the arc. Christie with the rebound. Christie's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Flag. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn. Russell dishes to Davis. Thompson right side. In the corner, it's Robinson. Harris outside. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Flag's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Russell. Outside, Davis. Davis downhill. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
That's the essence of Davis's game, battling through contact and playing big inside.
Thompson outside. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Again, the miss by Thompson. Mavericks trail by 4. And here is Washington. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And we need to mention the impact he had on the defensive side as well. He blocked a couple shots and altered others.
Robinson finds Thompson. Cunningham outside. Releases from 15. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Cunningham's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
He's standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look here now at Detroit, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They've got Anthony Davis. Wag is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Max Christie. And it's Nembhard in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the first basket of the second half here for Detroit.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin, back to you.
Priorities straight. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now, here's Cunningham following the miss by Anthony Davis. And it goes down 2 points.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Now Cunningham. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And the shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12
coming from inside the paint.
High post, Davis. Back to Russell. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
So good at playing through contact. The body control that Cunningham possesses is impressive.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to Washington. Dallas moving it around. High post, Davis. 6 to shoot. To stop the drought. And it's right up and in by Washington.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Pistons leading by 13. Here's Cunningham. And Davis sends it back.
That is tremendous work by Davis right there. Guys better think twice about challenging him at the rim.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Harris against Washington. Thompson outside. Clock at 4. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Robinson against Christie. Outside, Russell. A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Russell against Cunningham. And stolen by Russell. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Washington. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
There's the lob to Duran. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Christie. And the shot goes in. Christie's got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Thompson. Harris outside. Cunningham for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Robinson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now, here's Washington. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Detroit leading by 8. Duran the pass to Cunningham. On the way, Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, Harris has that big, strong frame, and he knows how to overpower even tight defense.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Flag. Shot clock at 5. Back to Russell. From the arc. Rebound, Detroit.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Robinson on the wing. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to Christie. Davis setting the pick for Russell. Gallus, no good that time either.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Down low. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Jalen Duren has certainly forced him in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Now, flag after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. So Gafford will go to the free throw line. That's on Jalen Duren. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Now here's Jenkins. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Robinson misses. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Washington. The shot from the low post is good. Washington's got 6 in the quarter.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
And Jenkins kicks to Robinson. Pass to Jenkins. Now Harris. Outside Robinson. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. This one for 3. Robinson misses. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of the 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Out to Russell. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Harris inside the line. And it's flagged with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Christie. Up top, Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Now Robinson. Here's Thompson. Jenkins with a screen for Thompson. Pass to Robinson, trying to end the drought. The Pistons rebound. Stewart a screen, and Harris wide open. He shoots, drops in the tray. Harris has got 7.
Well, Harris can be a reliable long-range option, and his team does what they can to get him clean looks.
Here's flag. There's a screen by Washington. Christie with the bounce pass. Here's flag. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Detroit leading by 9. Thompson outside. Pass to Jenkins. Outside Robinson. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Christie. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Here's Russell. Rebound, Detroit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now, here's Thompson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
1:32 left to play here in the third.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look for Dallas. Anthony Davis is checked in for Washington. Najee Marshall comes in for Flag. And it's Klay Thompson in for Max Christie. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Asar Thompson. Ivy's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Cunningham finds Ivy. Cunningham on the wing. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Thompson in the post. Ivy defending. Outside Russell. Left side Davis. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
With that combination of size and versatility, it's hard keeping Anthony Davis in check.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And he's good on the first of 3. That one is no good. And he nails the third. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Cunningham outside. And the rejection by Gafford. Outside Russell. Pass to Davis. Over Cunningham. Here's Russell with the 3. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 6.
And that's his second 3 of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Cunningham passes to Hunt. Back to Cunningham. Buries it down low. Cunningham's got 44.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
Pass to Davis. With 2 seconds left. Oh, Davis is unstoppable inside.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pistons lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. Now here's Davis. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Holland. Stewart down low. Marshall defending. Ivy. A three-pointer off the mark. And George Johnson with it will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 5. It's Davis on the wing. Out to Johnson for the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now, here's Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside, Russell fires the 3. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Cunningham. And it's Russell with the rebound. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Now, here's Marshall. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 4.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Russell finds Davis. And here is Marshall. The 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, and the dunk by Stewart.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Davis. Five to shoot. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Russell against Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks pull it in. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Davis against LeVert. Outside, Davis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now, here is Russell. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Russell. And a switcher also for Detroit. Harris is checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now here's Williams. Pass to Washington. Right side, Davis. Back to Washington. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Cunningham outside. Back to Ivy. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Here's Nembhard. Right side, Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jalen Duren.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So for the Pistons, Karis LeVert comes in for Duren, and it's Duncan Robinson in for Ivy. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So GA between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Good on the second free throw. Mavericks trail by 10. Pass the flag. Nembhard, a screen on LeVert. Here's flag. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Here's Washington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Karis LeVert.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Washington.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Cunningham. Pass to LeVert. Back to Cunningham. And he banks in the layup. Cunningham's got 47 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Flag. Washington with it. From past the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. Now, here's Thompson. Robinson sets a screen for Thompson. Cunningham outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Nembhard. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Thompson.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Washington sets the pick for Flag. Dallas again missing.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Harris passes to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. Robinson for 3. Offensive rebound. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Flag. Now Nembhard takes the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Mavericks trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Nembhard, a screen on Harris. Davis inside. Harris is there. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Anthony Davis. 1 shot.
Pistons leading by 15. Cunningham up top. Nembhard covering. Good on the 3-point shot.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd 3-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Pass to Washington. Davis setting the pick for Flag. Here's Nembhard. Washington sets the pick for Nembhard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Cunningham's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 18. Davis finds Nembhard. Pass to Flag. Looking to get back on track here. He lays it in.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And here's Cunningham. Nembhard covering. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Washington. Now, Nembhard. Davis with a screen on Cunningham. Duren pulls it down.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Outside Harris. 6 to shoot. Cunningham fires, connects again.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Harris. Here is Cunningham. He's covered by Washington. Back to Harris. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Dallas shooting 40% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they've taken control of the...
And got it! Another basket!
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Driving in, and again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Nembhard. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.